Good evening, good evening, good evening. How we doing? What's up with ya? Y'all ready to get it in? Have a little conversation. What's going on, good people? How y'all feeling out there? It is Monday. We are in Memphis, and it is going down. You are tuning in with Ball Hoggers Barbecue and the Doordash Revolution. And we about to chop it up on this platform to inform y'all on what's been popping in the city. So with no further ado, I'm gonna bring my guy, Mr. Revolution, in the building like magic. Bam! He's here. How do you do today, sir? Mr. DoorDash Revolution. Welcome to the channel. It's been a minute, my brother. It's good to see you, man.
It's a pleasure and honor as always to collaborate with you, my brother. You know, we've been we've been so busy, man. You can see it in my face. I done put on weight since the last time you saw me too.
Hey,
Eating real
man.
good.
You gotta eat out here, baby. It ain't no joke, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, been working hard, man, trying to get it, man. It's hard to get together, sit down and get some time to rap with your brother, but every time we do, man, it's a pleasure and it's a treat to the people out here listening, man, because we're gonna tell you something that you need to hear about what's popping off in the city, man. So,
Yes,
tell
sir.
me, tell me about your weekend, brother. It's a good Monday. It's hot out there, man. It's almost like 100 degrees outside. I don't think I went outside but like one time, man, because it's too hot to be out. I went outside one time early this morning. And when I got back, man, it was before noon and I laid down. I ain't moved out the house since, man, because once that temperature get over 100, brother, it's time to sit down, man. That's that temperature had people out here acting crazy, man.
Yeah.
ready to go
It'll
jump
put
off the bed.
it'll put you down too, brother. It'll definitely
Yeah,
put you down out there, man. You gotta hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. You know,
man.
keep fluids in your system, man. You know, and all that. We had the AC be blowing. We'd be having it blowing snowballs. But this
Man,
weekend, go ahead.
you got to make sure that your AC is working, man. I feel for anybody who out there who ain't got no AC in that 100-degree weather. If you got to work outside or anything like that, man, it is crucial. It's crucial that you stay hydrated and you take care of yourself, man, to stay in the shade. If you got to be out there, don't be in that direct sunlight, man. Dip in, dip out, dip in the shade, you know what I'm saying? And just stay hydrated. Drink plenty of H2O. Stay out the sodas, stay out the sugary stuff because you need your electrolytes. You got to put the electrolyte in your body. Drink some spring water. The spring water give you the minerals and keep you going, man. So some of them things is just essential for your life, man. And you're out there in that heat, for sure, take care of yourself, man.
Gotta keep that pH level up.
Uh,
The alkalinity, you gotta keep that up as well. You know, as well as like you said, sodium, electrolytes is very important. Pedialyte is a good thing to use. Coconut water is another good thing to use.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, eat light as possible because you don't, you're gonna pass out with them greasy foods,
yeah.
and all that. Um, this month, man, is a very unique month.
What's
You
going
know,
on, man? Tell me about it. I don't even know, man. You gotta tell me, that. What's popping off this month, baby? It is the month.
well,
Where we at? August right now.
National Black Business Month. You
Ooh.
know, I want to salute all black businesses that are open, including yourself. You
Hold
know,
on, DoorDash. Hold on, DoorDash. Slow down. Is that black business for just Memphis, or is that is like everywhere, or what?
National Black Business Month.
Okay.
That's for all us everywhere,
Dig it.
worldwide. Salute to you guys, man, for what you do in the community. Memphis got a lot of, you can say, legends that have built legacies here.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Desiree Robinson
Who
and
was
like
that? Who was that?
She's the owner of Cozy Corner.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah, for sure, for sure.
And you got Flora Payne of
Yeah,
Payne's Barbecue. You know,
yeah.
both of them ladies was inducted to the American Royal Barbecue
Mhm.
Hall of Fame. You know, we put it on our community posts about both of them, giving them a salute and recognition for what they have done, you know, with their legacy here in Memphis. We got many more we're going to put on our channel as well as the Doordash Revolution and the Pitmaster.
Well,
Um,
let's
TV.
shoot out. Let's try to shoot out a couple black-owned restaurants then in the city that you know about, man. Let's try to give a couple of them a shout out right fast, just off the top of the head, because it's some out there that I don't know that's black-owned. So let's just try to give them a little shout out. So I'll say Al's Wings and Things, man. Check them out. Al's Wings and Things. They got a spot over there on Jackson. I mean on Lamar, right now on Lamar and like McLean. Give me one.
Okay. Got Burning Bush over there in Olive Branch, Mississippi. You know, right off of Hack Cross near Goodman Road, right in that
Oh,
little plaza over there.
okay, check my guy out, Chef Twan. Chef Twan, my man, he got a spot over there. I believe it's on Chelsea, man. Instagram him. Look him up on Instagram. Chef Twan, soul food. The man do soul food. He got a whole kitchen in there. His cooking is off the chain, man. And he do seafood. So he do soul food and seafood. Chef Twan, man. He off the chain.
Okay.
Give me another one, Doordash.
Well, you got Crockpot too, right off of
Right.
Shelby Drive. They do
Okay,
soul food. They do
okay.
soul food as well.
Okay, okay. Let me see if I can think of another one, man. That's off the top of the head. Let's go. Oh, black owned business. Man, I had one in my mind, but it slipped my mind down. I'm thinking Clay smoked tuna. Let's go Clay smoked tuna. Tuna man. Got the best tuna in the world, man. Yeah,
Okay.
check him out. Clay smoked tuna. He's a guy, man. It's
Got
cool.
Alex Farm right here in Olive Branch as well. Black owned business. They do sandwiches and all that there. You know, they taste pretty good as well. You know.
Okay, okay. Well, that's what's up, man. Well, salute to all the black-owned businesses out here, man. I'm glad y'all getting it in, and we gotta support. And it gotta be for more than a month, man. A month is good to have, man, but support outside that month. You need to be jamming up in them black-owned restaurants like you packing out them other restaurants, man. Give them a chance. Get out there. Jamaican spots here in Memphis, man. They black-owned. Chicken wing spots here in Memphis. They black-owned seafood spots out here in Memphis, they black owned, you know what I'm saying? So just get out here and support, man. It's a lot of them that pop up. Brand new joints that pop up every day, man. So get out here and make sure y'all support, man. They need it, man. And
Yes, indeed.
won't be disappointed, man. Cause I don't even know why it's a question, because you know that we got the recipe, you know we got the flavors and the seasonings. So you know, if you're looking for some good food, I don't know why just automatically it should pop into your mind, man. Let me go there and try that out, man. Because they know where where the season and the flavor at. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Yeah, I mean, it would only make sense. So get out there and support, man.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Now, we got a young black innovator, not from this city here. He's from New York City.
What's he
You
doing?
know, he came up with a food delivery app that you
Mhm.
can order. You can order your food off of TikTok. You can order through TikTok with his app. He created it and everything to where when they do food reviews, friends or people that do food reviews, you know, right then and there, they can hit TikTok, order their food on the app, and have it delivered to their home. Favorite food and beverage. I did an
I'm not.
episode. Go
I'm
ahead.
not too familiar with the TikTok platform because I'm not subscribed. You know, I ain't subscribed to TikTok, man. So I don't know how they go out. Kind of explain it to me, man. How do you do that? How do you order off of TikTok, man? What do
Well,
they do?
like I said, well, the way that they got it going is that you look at the food reviews. People that's doing food reviews on there, you
Yeah.
know, and you looking at their favorite food that they doing a food review on,
Mhm.
and they rating the food and they talking about what the savings they have on the food or whatever. This app you can be able to order it through TikTok from what they were saying and everything. Let me go over a little bit of it with you right quick to try to get you abreast of what's going on because I did put it in my show notes. on my other channel. And here we go. Bite Site is a black-owned food delivery app that is revolutionizing the industry, combining the visual social media style experience of TikTok with the convenience of food delivery. Founded by Lucius McDaniel IV and Zach, the app aims to elevate the dining experience of offering a more personalized and engaging way to discover food and to order food. So they're doing it right off of TikTok. You
That's
go on
what's up.
TikTok and you can see a list as you scrolling. That's your list right there of foods that you can order, and you can tap it right there and say, "I want to order this, what this person is eating,"
So do
and
you have to
then
be? So do you have to be in the city for it, or do you? I mean, would they ship it to you, or what do you do?
right now it's just in New York City only. They're gonna be sending it to other markets like DC, Atlanta, Houston, and Miami.
Oh, well, for sure, man. They're doing a lot of promoting on TikTok. I know if you go and get that promotion on TikTok, they say they gives you a lot of views. So anybody who put that stuff out there on TikTok is heavily promoted. So I guess that's the best thing that you can do is get the product with the promotion. So if you're out there and you're watching and you want to sample it, you can always order it. That's a good idea. Anybody who named Lucius out there in New York, you got to take serious, man.
I
Anybody.
heard that. I heard that. Yes, indeed. So they have a video first interface. Unlike traditional apps, they use static image. ByteSight feature a full screen, scrollable feed, drool worthy food that have you drooling at your mouth. So man, I got to have that. I got to have that. And
Yeah.
you can order through the videos from the local restaurants that these TikTokers are doing food reviews on.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what's up, man. I was watching this dude on YouTube, right? He got this YouTube channel. He's out there in China and they do food delivery through a drone. So this dude, he ordered his food at this little ordering station, like a computer, where he
Right.
typed it in on the computer, and the
Mm-hmm.
drone came and flew the food down to his location, and he opened it up, it dropped it off, and then it was in a box where he opened it up, and his food was delivered, man. So just imagine that, man. They already out here doing delivery, and they don't even need people. They dropping it out the sky. That man ordered his food, and his food came in like 15 minutes, hot, fresh, and ready, out of the sky. Dropped it right to his location where his phone was at, and took off with it, man. He paid through the app and everything. So imagine that, man. That's cold blooded.
Oh yes, sir. They do it in the States too. I know they do it in Carolina, and they do it at Wendy's in Carolina.
They
You
deliver
know,
it out the sky.
yup, out the sky. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think I did a video on it. If not, I'm gonna do a part two. To it and everything, cause it was in North Carolina, I believe, where they was doing it at. They was doing it, and you order the food, and then they send the pallet in there. The drone, to fly the drones. That's another thing.
Yeah.
You can get the FAA license, and people that's interested in wanting to be a drone pilot, you can go to
Mm.
that school and that course and get them license, man, where you can fly them drone, operate them drone.
Whoa, that's amazing, man. They out here delivering your food like that. I thought it was out there only in China somewhere. I didn't know they were doing it in the States over here. So we already up on that. We already getting the food flown in. That's amazing, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
gotta step my game up. Ball hoggers are slipping. If you can't get ball hoggers shipped through you through a drone, something is wrong, man. We got to get that type of technology popping.
Yeah, we got to check on that, find out some more information, do more research and all of that. I
Yeah.
mean, this ecosystem, I call it the gig ecosystem solutions, the where they come up with different AI technology, different apps, on the demand services and stuff, man, that people can start getting jobs. You can, get your handyman through that type of stuff through the app,
Hey,
clean
this
through
this
the app.
AI is getting ridiculous out here. I was looking on my phone today, man. They took AI to another level. I don't know if folks sleeping and they noticed it yet, but AI it's looking like real people now. It's looking like real people. I'm talking about, I seen the dude in a real situation. I seen one dude, he was just talking in the camera, had some guys behind him. It looked like a real person talking to you, but you had to look closely to realize that it was animated, you know what I'm saying? Computer generated type of stuff, man. It's getting sick out here. It's getting sick. You can look at the video games. I saw a commercial half of that new 2K, man. That stuff looking real now, man. But they got it looking realer than real now. Cause I saw a dude, he was on a bike, he was cruising through the city. It looked like a real person, man, but it was AI.
Wow.
It's
That's
wild.
amazing. That's
It's
amazing.
wild.
Technology is something else. We living in the Jetson days era, look like to me. You know, with all of this technology, you know, you used to look at the Jetson commercials, and they not commercials, but cartoon, and they showed a lot of this stuff, man.
See, I was talking to somebody today. She was a female. She said, "Man, I was watching Night Rider in the car on Night Rider kit. That's what smart car today. They had it all the way back then. The car was driving itself. It was doing everything. It was talking. Yeah, it was everything. You know. So yeah, man, they been had signs like that back in the day, and the Jetsons, flying cars, all that. Man, I'm still waiting for that.
Heard that. What other events they got coming up for barbecue? I know they supposed to have something on the bar.
They just had a barbecue competition this weekend downtown on Beale Street. It's called the Patio Porkers, man. It was right down on Beale Street in the park. It was this weekend. Yep, they just passed. It was part of the NBN barbecue network. Yep, they had folks out there. Even though it was hot, man, people showed up and did their thing out there for the barbecue joint. And right now, you know, I was nominated. I had the fortune of being nominated in one of the top 16 barbecue restaurants, man, on the MSN network, MSN.com network, man. That's the Microsoft network. So barbecue made his mark in there, man. We top 16 barbecue restaurant, MSN.com, Microsoft network, man. So
congratulations. Couldn't have happened at a better time during the National Black Business Month once again.
Yeah.
You keep getting them awards, keep getting them, and keep putting them out there, brother. Now you got a channel where we're gonna get a chance to feature some of these restaurant owners and get with these customers, and we're gonna try to put this thing together, man, where we can bridge the gap in terms of
important, man. Like I say, it's important for me to keep on showing up in these top rankings in this barbecue stuff, man, because that speaks volumes, brother. You know what I'm saying? So it puts you out a foot ahead of everybody else, man, when you mention with the tops, you know what I'm saying? So we got to keep on showing up and showing out in these brackets. And it just dropped another bracket. It's going to be another bracket coming up where I was nominated also. They just sent me an email today. I'm going to read that out to the people, man, so y'all can participate in that, man, because
yes.
Yeah,
Get my notepad out so I can put it in my itinerary here.
Yeah, man, got to put it down. So they sent me something today, and it says, "Congratulations, Ball Hoggers Barbecue has been nominated for the 64s." So you check it out, man. The 64s. You know what I mean? That means Best Barbecue in Memphis Tournament 2025. The 64 will be hosting this bracket style tournament starting on Thursday, August the 28th. You did? So
August 28th?
August the 28th. That's what? It's the 18th now, so it's like in a week and a half. So it's coming up, man. With 6 exciting rounds of competition over the following weeks. You dig? So what you got to do is look out for this 64s, man. I'm gonna be keeping y'all updated. You know what I'm saying? But you most definitely got to keep my name in the brackets, man. Ball Hoggers Barbecue. But we got this. It's already the pleasure to be nominated. You know what I mean? So we just got to go and make our mark and stay in the bracket, man. So y'all.
Is it gonna be a commercial appeal?
Nah, this ain't the commercial appeal. This is something else that somebody else got going on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so we need it on all platforms. The commercial appeal already got me in they top bracket. So I've been in the commercial appeal top bracket. I'm in the MSN.com top restaurants. Also on Instagram, I was just in one of the top Memphis barbecue restaurants top 16. I go into that also since we got a little time. And I'm just going to name the top 16 barbecue restaurants in there, all right?
Yeah, go ahead. Give them to us, brother.
All right, we got time for that. So, y'all tell us something while I'm looking it up. I'm going to tell us something, DoorDash. Just give me 1 second while I look it up.
Well, we gonna also put it on our channel as well. We're gonna do footage on it, and it's starting this month too. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be there to do some coverage on that. And while he's doing that, ladies and gentlemen,
Hey, is there any new restaurants that you've been picking up from lately, man? Anything that the people need to know? Anything special out there that we need to look at?
well, not at this moment, man. I know they got a new Chipotle supposed to be in Germantown, coming in Germantown, right there. So they should be opening that up before the end of the year. So that's what we're gonna be looking at right there. So other than that, we've been having a lot of restaurants been closed. And
Yeah,
all
I've been seeing that, man. I've been seeing that.
been having a lot of closings going on. So
I see that the Wing Guru, man, they down bad. The Wing Guru, Ja Morant sued them for like 300,000. You know what I'm saying?
say that again.
The Wing Guru, little wing
Uh-huh.
spot, yeah, little guy. He went to jail out there, and then he had to pay. Ja Morant sued him, so Ja Morant, they owe him like $300,000. So not only the dude go to jail, the joint closed down, and they got to pay Ja Morant his bread. So all right, here we go, man. It's the top 15 most popular barbecue spots in Memphis. And this right here is unapologetically Memphis, man. Shout out to them on Instagram, man. They got a nice little following. They stamping the city, so it's solidified. So on their most popular barbecue spots in Memphis is 15. Of course, Ball Hoggers Barbecue had the pleasure of being nominated in that, man. And I'm just gonna read y'all off the 15 joints that they got. All right.
All right.
So number 1, we have the Rendezvous. Rendezvous restaurant. They one of the top 16s in there, the most popular barbecue spots according to the Unapologetically Memphis. Check them out on Instagram. They got Central Barbecue. Number 2, they have Payne's Barbecue. As you mentioned, Miss Payne, she going in the Hall of Fame. Salute to them. They had the barbecue shop. So these are basically the top barbecue spots that we keep on mentioning. So throughout the city, it's pretty much, I guess, just it's pretty much the same joints that they going by on the list. So it's Cozy Corner Restaurant. They got them in there. They have Tops Barbecue in there. Now, this is the top 15 most popular joints. They got Jim Neely's Interstate Barbecue in there.
All right.
They got the Commissary in there. They got One and Only Barbecue in there. They got A&R Barbecue in there. And they got Ball Hoggers Barbecue in there. Elmwood Shack in there. Baines Barbecue. And what is this, man? And it looks like the other commissary. They got 2 commissaries in there, and they got Marlowe's in there. Marlowe on Elvis Presley, man. So that's the top 15 most popular barbecue spots in Memphis, according to Unapologetically Memphis, man. So shout out to them, man.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Congratulations to all the
And
participants.
they say that Elmwood Shack over there on Park, they say they supposed to be renovating and reopening that joint. So I don't know
Really?
if it's coming back as a barbecue place or some other type of restaurant, but they most definitely renovating and reopening it. So
Oh, they reopened it because I did a YouTube video on them. So I guess they felt a certain kind of way about me talking about they had closed over there, which they did.
yeah,
Yeah, our owner probably want me to visit him. I hadn't visited him yet. And now I can probably get him, on the show, to let us know what's actually going on so we can get it from the gifted horse mouth himself. And he was like, "Yeah, man, tell him about our other spot over there on Summer." I said, "I already did that." You know what I'm saying? So they reopening it. I know he want me to be the guy to be the one to, to put it on YouTube. They watch our channel, so he definitely probably want to see me. I ain't been over there in a while. I usually get orders from that end, and
Yeah.
everything. So if he's reopening it up and probably coming out with something else, I hope that it does good. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they just changing up the format. The same owners and everything. I just think it they rebrand and renovate and bringing something new. They still keeping the location though. It's just not going to do the barbecue. So
Well, it might not be as popular in that area as it is, on summer and everything. I'm gonna have to stop by and check with him and see what's going on, cause he did make a comment in my YouTube video, when I told him that it had closed over there, which it did, and everything. So I want to be the guy to get ready to get the coverage on it, so we can get him to get a chance to talk to the viewers, let him know what his plans are for this new restaurant that he's getting ready to open up, here in the city of Memphis, and hope that it does well as his establishment for the years that he's been in and everything. So
yeah, they got a pretty good name for themselves, man. I think
yes,
they're
they
gonna
do.
be able to put it down. Yeah, they're
Yes, they
gonna be all
do.
right.
Yes, they do. But since we're talking about businesses, the trends of um, being a business that's being successful, and the downtimes to where it looks like we about to close our doors, and a lot of restaurants have closed their doors, and a lot of people like, what's really going on with these restaurants closing and everything. I still got to do some research on it. Crime is one of the main reasons in certain areas that restaurant owners say we don't want to, keep this place open. It's costing us too much money, and everything, the break-ins, the vandalism, the fires, just trashing out the building in its entirety, every month happening again and again and again. It usually, is a very discouraging thing to be a business owner, and you're not able to even open your business due to these things happening to you.
It's a competitive business, brother. You know what I'm saying? When you step out there in that water and you open up a business, man, especially a restaurant, nothing is guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you just stepping out there and you not knowing and you not really having any guidelines or blueprints to follow. So a lot of people just really get out there and wing it and expect, and their expectations are a little bit higher than what the outcomes are. So when you get out there, you got to understand that you're in a really an oversaturated market. It's a food spot on every street. It's a food spot on every corner. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's selling some food somewhere. So you really have to compete. And a lot of restaurants don't succeed because they probably don't get the looks that they could get. They don't get the promotion. They don't get the eyes and the views for people even to acknowledge them to even come in their door. So first you gotta be acknowledged. You gotta set yourself up to be, recognized as a business for people to even come to
Right.
support and get your food, man. So you most definitely have to look at avenues and ways to get yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? And with social media and stuff like that, you really gotta put it in people's face, and you gotta be out there just marketing, man, because it's a hard game, man. If people don't know about you, they can't shop with you. So you gotta constantly stay out there in their face, man. And I think that's where a lot of businesses go wrong. They open up and they just automatically expect people to come in. But you got to understand, you have to, in order to succeed, you got to come in the market and you got to take other people customers and get them to come over to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a Debo type of situation. You got to take other people customers and get them to mess with you and support you. You want to be supported like they support the other people. So you have to grab them and you got to bring them into your situation and try to get them to pull with you every day, not just once in a while, but they got to be regulars. They got to come through on the regular because
I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm glad you mentioned about regulars, repeated clients. How imperative it is to have repeated clientele.
man, they got to. You can't just have one of the spots where people come in. That's why pricing is always the issue because a lot of these places that you're talking about, they pricing is too high. You know what I'm saying? when you go, you got to spend $40 every time you go. That's for one person, and people don't really have that to spend. So you got to understand, you have to be economical with these folks. It got to fit into their budgets, man. A lot of these folks can't afford to eat y'all food every day. Y'all not making it affordable. People don't have $20, $30 to spend every time they come and food with you. So you gotta give the people you gotta give them a deal, man. People always want that deal, man.
Yeah. Speaking of,
Pricing is competitive. When you go out to other people, if they paying this over there, you gotta say, man, why would they come and pay this amount, pay double what I'm charging just to fool with me? And they already been here, they situated here, they got a reputation, they got cooks back there, already got their recipe. I already know what I'm gonna get every time I come up. I'm familiar with everything. Why would they switch over to you to be double charged? So you gotta make it work for everybody. So yeah, overpricing can most definitely drive your clientele away. And so people
right,
like
no customer, no business, right?
no customer, no business. And if they just got to pay their $40, they not gonna come to you. And they not gonna come to you not every day. They not gonna come to you every week. They might come and holler at you every month or so. They'll be like, man, I'm finna go holler at my boy, spend this little party with him this month. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a monthly thing. That ain't, you gotta think about the long term. You can get $40 there one time that month, or you can just get $10 every day and run it up for 20 days. You know what I'm saying? 15 days or something. And it just all pan out. So yeah, pricing is very and I don't know what it is about maybe some of our people, but our people might have some of the highest pricing because we don't have the availability to the best resources and the best pricing on stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Uh,
That makes a difference as well.
yeah,
Dealing with your consumer.
yeah,
And
but budgets are tighter. We got to plan more, on payrolls and everything that got to come out. So yeah, the pricing, but regular business, it's on us to have our business in order where that doesn't trickle on down to the customer and hit them as hard in the pocket where we're overcharging them for everything. Because
right,
we're supposed
right,
to have big enough clientele where it all fans out, people pay and it equals out, man. It balances out to your fees and your budget. You can't
right.
just try to take it all, man. So
What's
greed is
this?
most definitely a reason why a lot of people don't succeed. Greed is why people won't succeed. So get your prices in order, man.
And also had a quality of the food that meets that price as well as
Exactly.
very, very, very important. You spending $40 for a pork chop sandwich, and it tastes like it was
A $10, a
out
ten
of
dollar
that
pork chop
kind
sandwich is all it just tastes like a $10 pork chop sandwich. You spending 40 and that joker tastes like it came from Jack Purtle or something.
that's what I'm talking about. So quality when a
with some
person is spending
with
their
some,
money.
with some parsley sprinkled on it. They
Oh
charge you,
no, course.
yeah, they charge you $20 for the parsley. They gonna sprinkle the parsley. There you go, man. $20 more for that parsley pimp.
Oh
Man,
man, that's crazy. That's crazy. The prices being overpriced and stuff. That's what we looking at, price gouging, in this ecosystem, to where, okay, not only that, overpricing and shrinking the portions. You see, some places shrinking the portions. They skimming on the portions and they
yeah,
charging you that price, man. Maybe because, like you said, the retailers, they're not able to get that quality of
right.
food or the right portions where they say, okay, I can give this and give more portions. I mean, they're cutting the portions in half, so that might be hurting a lot of restaurants too. Cause one thing about it, word of mouth. Word of mouth can make your business or it can break your business.
And
When
that's a
people,
thin line. And that's a thin line that you got to walk right there because you can't overcharge and you can't undercharge. So you got to just play it in the middle, man. You got to find the real balance in it because if you undercharge, it's going to be hard out there. You can't just always have deals and specials, but you got to have something popping, man, where people can feel like it's feasible for them. Sure.
that's understandable. That's very understandable. Just like in a business that we do, I just got through doing a video telling the drivers, you got to have a realistic pay
Mm.
scale for each tier. Don't
Yeah.
try to set your numbers of this the kind of income I'm gonna make like drivers in New York or LA or Atlanta or Miami when we are in a super saturated market. You just got through talking about how super saturated it is for restaurant owners. It's also super saturated as well for delivery drivers. And that's why we want to bridge the gap, with this gig ecosystem, where we got to involve the content creators that's in this food industry business doing food content. Also the business owners, which are the restaurant owners that's doing business in the food industry, your delivery drivers, these gig apps, the customers. We got to bridge that gap so we can see the full scope of what's really going on, in this economy, man.
And
You
when a
know,
lot of people open these businesses, they spend a lot just trying to get them open. So you got to understand that they're trying to recoup the money that they put in. So that's a hard hole to get out of in the first place. That's why a lot of businesses don't succeed, because you got a lot of people who come in and they got big grand ideas. They do big grand openings. They spend a lot of money on the forefront, hoping to get it back on the back end. And sometimes it doesn't come out like that. So you got to have enough money to sustain you from that grand opening, that big event that you throwing and spending that money, where it's gonna pan out, where you'll get it later down the line. You're not gonna get it overnight. It's not gonna come back. It'll come back down the line. So a
right,
lot of people come in over budgeting their sales and putting themselves in a hole when they start the business. And that's a bad position to be in, because you automatically just gonna be behind. And you trying to
right,
catch up, and the clientele and the money doesn't roll in fast enough to recoup what you already put in, plus the bills that that you're occurring at the same
right,
time. So yeah, it's just like double taxing yourself, and then you gotta keep up with that pace. So you have to have a sustaining business where you can don't put everything in on the forefront thinking, oh, I'm gonna spend all my money on this, and we're gonna have the finest and the lavish of this and that. And we're pulling in all the servers, and you're overstaffing and all that, and your expectations are way too high. And you're not
right,
even knowing how your business is gonna run. You're not even knowing if your clientele is gonna sustain that type of business and scale that you're putting out there. So you most definitely have
right.
to scale when you're out there.
Yeah, you definitely got to, you know, have a good plan, a good strategic plan on how you want to get this business going and everything. It's very important that you do that and all of that. Yeah, you 100% right about that there. And any business, you got to have some kind of plan, and it start with the finances. So the finances is very important. You can't overlook it. You got to market your brand. You got to get out there and network. You got to get out there and advertise. You got to make people know who you are.
Yeah.
You got to make people know who you are. Then you gotta bring that quality, man. You gotta bring that quality. You gotta have that food.
You
Have
just said
saving.
you just dropped 3 jewels right there. That's the most important, man. Them 3 jewels that you put down right there is what most restaurants need to succeed. You know what I'm saying? Them little crown jewels right there. Like you say, promote, spread it, you know what I'm saying, and stay, and put out that good quality, put out the good product. That's it. Promote, budget, and good quality. You know what I mean? Those are
You
the
want
key
them to come back.
points to
You
having a
want them to
successful
come back.
business.
You want them to come back for more. You want to leave them with that experience that they'll be back. You give them the experience where they shaking their head and saying, I won't be back. You may say, oh, that's just one. But that one can turn into 10, 10 can turn into 100, 100 can turn into 1,000, and then there you are. So yeah, that's very imperative, very important. And we have to be mindful of, the customer. They pay our bills. They put that money there, and we got to give them the service that they're looking for. So this is a very good conversation. Of elaborating on what's behind the scenes. And I'm glad that I met you, brother. I'm glad that we have this collaboration where I get a chance to tell what's happening on this end of the fence, You be able to tell what happened on your end of the fist, and we right here together, collaborating in unity of bringing solutions to where people don't know what's actually going on behind the scenes.
Yes, sir. And that's what I say, man. That DoorDashing, man, that's part of the that's going to be part of the fabric of society right now because people are really leaning toward that more. They don't really want to get out. So DoorDash and stuff like that, they pick up, man, where people want to get out there. It's about convenience. You know what I mean? People don't like to get out there in the store and stuff like that. And I know you probably booming right now when the temperature get 100-something degrees. Folks ain't trying to get outside, man. I DoorDash some ice cream or something back to you know what I'm saying? DoorDash some ice waters or something, man, because it's too hot to get out. You know what I mean? Don't nobody
Yeah, it
want to
is.
get
Yeah,
out.
it is. Yeah, it is. But as I tell the drivers, we got to give that exceptional service to our clients to where they would want that same driver out there. For the viewers that are out here listening to the show today and the ones that missed this and may see the replay, this is one thing I want you to keep in mind, out there, you know, um, rate your drivers, rate your restaurants. You know what I'm saying? And then when you rate them, more people will come. They
Yeah,
give
that's important. That's important.
rate,
I
rate.
don't, I don't, I don't think people understand how important that is. You know what I'm saying? That little simple process, man, it doesn't cost anything. It's strictly free. That speaks volumes when you just go on there and you put a rating and a review on a business. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know who watches or who looks at those reviews, and that brings in a lot of people, man. You know what I'm saying? When people come from out of town and stuff like that, they look for reviews. They look for recommended and rated restaurants. You know what I mean? So definitely you gotta, if you like your restaurant, you want to support your restaurant, leave good reviews, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the reviews are very important, very relevant.
Yeah,
I have seen reviews, you know, that was 3 and 4 years old. Hadn't seen any new ones since then. So
yeah.
that
And when I
they
get
take
people when I get people in my restaurant, man, I ask them how you heard about me. You know what I'm saying? How'd you even find my spot, man?
right,
70-80% of them reviews. I went to Yelp. I heard about you on Yelp. I looked at it on Google, Yeah, so reviews, Facebook got reviews. And all you got to do is easy. Just go on there, it'll give you a 5-star little rating, and you click star and tell them what you think. You know what I'm
right,
saying? The best way to support your restaurant because that keeps everybody updated with information that they're still putting out good quality. They're still giving you good service and they're acknowledged for it. So it's
right.
just that simple, man.
Definitely gotta put them ratings out there. With delivery drivers, I tell a lot of my customers, I always tell them, even in their ring camera, I let them know this is your delivery driver. We thank you, appreciate your business. And if you're pleased with the service that we give you, be sure to rate your driver. That way, when you rate your driver, and if you give that driver a 5-star review, these apps will have that same driver come back to you so you can have that great experience again. And that's how I get my repeated clients.
Yeah,
I'm not one of them drivers that sit here and be complaining about tips. Somebody owe me something. They remind me with the man downtown with the tin can rattling it, right? No,
yeah,
I'm gonna earn mine. I'm
right,
gonna
right.
go out there, I'm gonna earn it. I'm gonna get that better business etiquette. I'm gonna get that quality experience. I'm gonna give that excellent professionalism, and I'm gonna give that great communication. Several
With
customers
that
told me,
point, DoorDash, I know what you just said. I take your viewpoint, but is do you think it should be mandatory? Do you think tipping should be mandatory? That's a big issue right there. I know people had a debate about that, man. Should people have
my
to?
my thing as a driver is drivers should earn it.
Yeah,
I don't think it should be mandatory, but customers need to also look at, okay, if I order something 10 miles away from the restaurant, the driver may have to drive 7 miles to the restaurant. We're looking at 17 miles, and you're only tipping $3. That's crazy right there. So Grubhub or DoorDash or Uber Eats, need to make up the difference for
When you
that
go
knowledge there.
when you
Because
go to
it's
when you go to a restaurant, do you think it's mandatory to tip? Even if you get poor service, will you still tip?
I won't tip for no poor service. My thing, the first thing I'm gonna do when I tip at a restaurant, and I might be real ticky too, I'm gonna go to the restroom. The restroom don't look right. That's gonna be one of them pet peeves on my list. The
Oh,
behavior, attitude,
that
the
affects the tip, right?
personality.
The restaurant affects the tip, huh?
Yes,
Ooh.
yes, and the behavior, the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? I done been to some restaurants, man, real nasty. Okay, if I see a score and I'm looking at that health department score, that's going to reflect on the tip, brother. That's going to reflect on the tip because that's telling me a whole lot right there. We will be on our episode featuring the report cards from the news channel. I'm going
Oh,
to do a reaction video on these things here. You
yeah.
know, especially the ice machines, the
Oh,
counter,
boy,
all
them
of this stuff.
things be so filthy in some of these joints, boy, molded up and everything. Man, give me my drink without ice, pimp. You know what I mean? For sure. It wouldn't
That's
even
why
be cleaning your spouts. If you're not cleaning your spouts on your drink machine, all that stuff gets
so
molded.
all of that is very imperative. I went to one restaurant. I'm not going to call the name of it. When they went to take the bottom,
Put them out there, DoorDash. Put them out there. Put them on blast.
I ain't gonna put them out there.
Place.
But, but, but,
I got
but
this one restaurant, DoorDash. I'm not gonna put the footage out there, but they a popular joint, very known, man, nationally known, man.
wow,
I'm gonna enjoy a video in my own phone, man, or some shit to make you stop and go. I seen the girl who posted something. I tell you about this story. Damn, I think it was it was it was Jack Purtles. It was Jack Purtles. It was Jack Peas, man. She put a video out there of the kitchen and Jack Peas, boy. I said, dang, that folk had stuff everywhere. That's
wait.
crazy. They had food on the floor and stuff, man.
Oh, come on now. Now
So
stuff like that
exactly.
need to be, they need to be put on blast.
Yeah,
Stuff like
he
that. You
put
got
them
to put
on
them on
blast.
blast. You can't let them slide. No, you can't let them slide because see, the
Uh,
next person going there might get something nice. Can't let them slide, bro. Can't let 'em-
Allegedly.
You can't let
Yep.
them slide. Mm-mm. Can't let
Yeah.
them slide. I mean, they had the bottom of this deep fryer. They took a loose, and it had that much grease and dirt on it, like that. They're about an inch and a half to 2 inches thick. I'll
Oh,
never go back there. Mm-mm.
nah.
Never go back there. So people got to be mindful of when you're dealing with food and foodborne illnesses and contamination and stuff. It can put somebody in the hospital. It could even send them to the grave. People got to be understanding of the food safety that you got to wear. I don't went to quite a few restaurants that didn't even have their hairnet on. You know what I'm saying? So now,
But ain't nobody doing the hairnets no more.
oh yeah,
They
they
let
they
yeah.
gonna wind up. They will be because they're gonna wind up being on the report. Once they be on that news report, your boy gonna talk about it. That's when I'm gonna talk about it. Once it
And
come out on their report card, then I'm gonna talk about you. That's when I'm gonna talk about you. But until you get caught on that report, that's when I'm gonna talk about you. And only when I'm gonna talk about you because you already public records is for anybody to know. So then I gotta put that blast on you. That's just like me, no. When I get ready to do my food, I got my wash pan there. I'm constantly washing my hands, I'm constantly washing my utensil. I don't care if I just stuck it in that fork and laid it right there. I'm rewashing all the time while I'm out there cooking because I don't want anybody to catch something. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very serious deal when you're dealing with food there. And then customers at a buffet, don't cough all over the food in
uh,
the open buffet. Please, customers, don't cough all over the food. You know,
buffet. That was the buffet. Nah, buffet, man. Nah, the buffet. I don't. That's why I really don't even do buffets. You never know what them folks doing a buffet, man. Folks will pick that food. I see the little kid. When I went one time, I said, "Look, kid, he picked that junk up with his hand and put that junk right back in the joint."
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man. I'm straight, man.
Buffets are too loose. They're too loose.
Mhm.
Anything goes, man. And people pick up
Little
something
man,
from over here
yeah, little man picked up like a egg roll or
and
something,
drop it over here.
put it back in.
Yeah, that's dangerous situation there. But
When you do the buffet, man, it's crazy work. You never know what you might get. Chinese buffets and all that, man. Forget way too much food for the price, man.
gotta be clean with the food, man. You gotta be clean with the food and the environment. You gotta have somebody right there. Contamination happens, snap finger red on a person. There they go. They food poison. You know what I'm saying? So, delivery driver, same thing. Make
Yeah.
sure you put this food in a hot bag, cold bag. Take care of the food safety handling part of the business that we have to do. Don't sit there and have the food sitting there, man. It's hot and you got the air conditioner all on and all of that. Put it in a bag. Okay, you can set your trunk up to where you can put your food in a bag. Cold, hot, lukewarm. You got your food equipment there. Don't be nasty with the food either. I done had customers tell me, man, my food smell like weed.
Uh,
You know, and that's bad. That's bad. Smell like cigarette smoke. Don't nobody want that. The only smoke they want to smell is if you got a barbecue, you
it's
want to
that
smell that
barbecue
smoke,
smoke.
and that's
Right.
it, bro. That's it. You don't want that ashtray smoke. You know what I mean? You
Well,
know.
yeah. What about how important is it for your appearance though? Because I be seeing some folks who they be wearing anything. I be having folks come up in the shop, man. They look like they just hopped up out the bed. They be having slippers, bonnets, pajama pants, bras on. Them folks be coming out the house half naked, man. What they be doing? How important is appearance when you doing your DoorDash?
It goes back to business etiquette. You gotta dress the part. You see what I got on. Stuff like that. And I'm gonna get me some more uniforms because they love it. Customers love it. When you're dealing with business clients, higher end clients, not even higher end, treat your regular customers like they high end.
Some of these folks actually get out there with house shoes, man, like house shoes and just bonnets on. Like them folks just hopped out the bed, pimp. I'm talking about with the pajama shirt and everything on.
That's what's messing the game up for delivery drivers like myself and others, to where the customers are not tipping. That's one of the main pet peeves. Appearance. Not only that, but your car. Some customers will walk up in the car to see how your car looking. And if it
Yeah,
looking like you sleeping in it,
yeah. Junkie and shit.
if it look like you sleeping in it,
Look like they had to search around that car to find your food up at that joint. Yeah, man.
if it look like you sleeping in it, no, you can go and have that on me. You can have that food on me today.
Yeah, that's a
You
good
already
point.
know you ain't coming back because I'm gonna rate you so you don't come back. See, people need to quit trying to treat it as a side hustle, even though you can use it as a side hustle. You need
Pull
to
up
treat it.
loud. Maybe pull up loud with the speaker bumping or something. Do just any type of disrespectful act. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Be
that's real talk.
mindful. Be mindful when you're out there.
Yeah, you gotta treat this like you would want served to you. At least have that much respect and decency when you're doing a business such as this. Cause another driver could have started getting this customer to start tipping. Then a driver like that shows up. They get a $30 tip. Okay. That then killed all of the hard currency and work that you did to convince that customer to start back, wanting to tip for the service of a driver. You see, so yeah, man, you got people on all around the board, drivers, restaurants. I've been to restaurants.
What's the
Some
wildest? So doing DoorDash, you pick up anything, right? You pick up anything the customer wants. You go to different. You might go to the grocery store. You might go to Walmart. You might go anywhere, right?
right.
What's
You
one
go
of
to
the
grocery
wildest
store,
places?
alcohol.
What's one of the wildest places you had to pick up something from for a customer? Like some
That's
shit like,
that's a
huh?
that's a good question. I'm still thinking on it. I'm trying to think.
You ain't never been sent on no off mission like that. I got to go pick up something from here. Or I got to pick up this for this person.
We
Like,
don't pick. Well, yeah. Female products. female products, like makeup and stuff and other stuff. You know what I mean? And yeah, that would be probably that. Let's see what else. I picked up some crickets one time, but that ain't too bad though. But I picked up some crickets and dropped
Cricket,
them off.
I somebody going fishing or something?
No, feed the cat with it.
Ah, oh, he did.
Feed the
Oh,
cat with it. Feed the cat with it. Yeah. I haven't really had any bizarre moments of going to pick up, but I did have one bizarre moment
what happened?
to go do a pickup.
Uh,
Someone that's supposed to have a virtual kitchen. Well, when I went there, it was abandoned building.
yeah,
With no restaurant open or nothing. Not even a good 5 miles from this place. So I got
yeah,
in touch with, let them know y'all need to shut this down. Nobody operating the business out of here. Okay, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you their address. Take the picture of this place. It was boarded up and everything, and it was at somebody's house. The house had caught on fire, broken windows, other parts of it boarded up. That supposed to have been the address to pick some food up at.
that could have been a jack move right there, right? That could have
Hmm.
been, yeah, that could have been a jack move. That could have been trying to lure you into a bad situation, brother.
Oh no, what I did was drive on down. I'm gonna circle my block when I go to areas like I drive on down and look. Never did stop, drove back and looked again. Turn around, bagged in, shine the lights in there so I can see. Oh,
Yeah,
not today. Not today. Went and made that phone call. This place not even here. I took a picture. This is where it's supposed to be. They was like, well, we're so sorry for that. See, that's why you got to be careful out here, especially at night. I don't do nights as much as I used to. It can be very, very sticky situation for drivers out here at night.
yeah.
Low visibility. You're not used to the neighborhood or the area. You get that order that sends you in that area, and
So,
there it is.
ain't taking that one. Ain't no tip big enough they can get me to go there, huh?
Well,
I'm,
usually you don't get the
I'm,
big tips in that area. It's just the fact is you got to be careful. I know in other cities, they they can DoorDash weed to their customers and stuff. So,
oh, that's dope, man. Can you DoorDash alcohol? You can DoorDash alcohol, right?
yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I done did that a few times, but that's something I don't like to do because it can be a sticky situation depending where you're taking it to. You know what I'm saying? So doesn't matter with someone already under the influence. Then you got to battle for that money. Something I don't normally do is do cash on delivery either. That can be a very sticky situation for a driver as well. So it's a lot of drivers that do it. I don't do it. You know, at
Now
all because
you got to pay up front for that, man. I need my money up front for sure. They'll try to
with
get you
cash
there.
on, yeah, cash on delivery stuff, man, you gotta be very careful in situations like that. But you got drones flying around dropping off food now. You got this guy that's got a TikTok app to where I'm seeing people with this luxurious food, man, mouth watering food, and I can actually order it through TikTok to that app and have that food brought to me. That tells us a lot of where the food industry business is going.
Man, where would this technology take the food business next is the question, man, because there's no telling. It's limitless, man. Before you know it, it's just gonna, hey, it's gonna be popping up just through your phone or something, man. Give me my food. Give me
You
that.
already, you
Give me
already
this.
got. Yup.
Give me that.
If I come through the screen, you touch the screen, there it is. Voila.
Yeah, you end up you're gonna see one of them good ass sandwiches they got on the screen on the TikTok, and you just gonna be able to grab it and reach that joint virtual, pull it out the joint. Man, that was fire. That was good. Let me get another one. It's gonna be paid.
Well,
Technology is something else, man. They
it's
are sure.
wild.
Yeah.
It's wild. You know, we got the National Black Business Month going. I got two restaurants I got to visit,
What's
and
those?
um one supposed to be the phenomenon food. I think
What's
you
that?
know
I ain't never heard of it, brother. Tell me about it.
Me either. I got to go by there and see. So I'm gonna do my rounds and find out more. The other one deals with like bubble tea and stuff, and little sandwiches and stuff like that. And he might be down the street about a mile or two from where you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you talking about right down Central, huh?
Yep.
About Parkway, yeah. I seen that little spot, man.
Yeah, I ate there and everything. I'm supposed to go back and do an on the spot interview with him and the other guy. So
Okay, okay.
got some rounds we got to make and everything. Like I said, we want to make this a hub to where we have a directory of, you
I'm gonna
know,
go. I'm gonna go check out. It's a spot called the Tea and Coffee Place on Peabody. I'm gonna go check them out, man. I'm gonna see
I
what they
heard,
got.
I heard about them. I never
Yeah.
did think about going by it, but I heard about them. I would
I'm
like to be interested on what your perspective will be once you go over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little video, so I'm just gonna check it out. It look kind of interesting from the outside. It's right around the corner, so I'm gonna check it out, man. See what kind of teas and coffees they got around there, man. That sounds pretty dope.
Yeah, I need to check that out and everything, find out what's really going on with it. And
Yeah, man. They had a nice little event in the city last night, man. You saw I was at the awards. They had the hip hop awards show, man. It was going down, man, at the convention center last night. It was dope. Memphis first annual hip hop People's Choice Awards. It was in the city. They had special guests in the building, man. Some performances going down, and they gave an award to Memphis artist Big Boogie, man.
okay, was one of the Barcade sons? Was he there?
Yeah, Larry Dodson Jr. I think he a junior. Larry Dodson Jr. He was in the building, man. Larry Dodson was there. Boo
Okay,
Mitchell was there. If you're not familiar with Boo Mitchell, he a legendary Grammy Award-winning Memphis producer, man. Over there with Willie Mitchell Studios and them over there. So they was in the building. It was
okay,
performances with Mia X, Silk the Shocker, Lil Chat, Crunchy Black, Trioville, Crime Mob, Big Boogie, and a couple other artists that performed, man. Haystack was in the building. It was just it was a good look, man. For the first annual, everything ran smoothly. They had a heavy police presence down there. Wasn't no riff raff.
okay.
Everybody came out, enjoyed the show, and got on back up out of there, man. It was cool, man, for the city. Hopefully next year they can do it bigger and better. A lot of folks say they didn't know about it, so I guess they got to get out there and promote a little bit harder, man. But it was a nice little scene just for the music industry, man. Just for people to come out and network and rub shoulders with some of those Memphis artists and producers and folks that's out there in this scene, man. So it was a pretty good thing to be a part of. Had a ball out
Okay.
there.
Okay, no problem at all. No problem
Check
at
out
all.
the YouTube. If you're on this YouTube, go to my YouTube page, and I got the video. I got the video where I was going live up in there, walking the red carpet, man, checking out the red carpet and everybody out there.
Okay.
Video.
That was the second one that you did because the first one.
The first one blacked out, man. It blacked out for a minute, for about 4-5 minutes on there when you called me, because I ain't even know that I was still going live. I was on live, and I put my phone in my pocket. And I thought I was off the live, but I was still going live. And when you called me, I pulled my phone out of the pocket and saw I was still going live. So I pick it back up and start back filming. So
It's all good. That's what we're supposed to do for one another. Have
yeah,
each other back when stuff like that happens.
yeah.
I wish the times that people had my back in the day when I did my flip flops. You
I
know,
could have got caught like Shannon Sharp or something. You know what I'm saying? I could have dealt with the Shannon Sharp. He was like, I ain't always on live. I ain't know. Yeah. You ain't
that,
doing
that
nothing but hearing. My phone in my pocket, you hear what's going on, but I ain't know. But you know what I'm saying?
that's
Yeah,
why I
man.
made that phone call, brother. That's why I made that phone
Right,
call.
that's what friends is for. You know what I'm saying? I
Hey,
see
you
why folks
better
like
believe
that.
it.
They would tell
You
the
better
Saturday,
believe.
man, your phone going, your phone. Damn.
You better believe it, brother. Well,
Well,
I
yeah.
gotta get out of here and get ready to do some more of ironing the wrinkles out of situations and stuff. I got to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
something for a schedule tomorrow, and I got to do some editing on some content,
Yeah.
and I got one more video I got to do tonight. So we got so much going on, but we wouldn't have it no other way.
That's
We
what's
wouldn't have
up.
it no
Yes,
other way.
sir. Well,
And
Well, there you have. We have something to celebrate. I didn't even know, so you put us up on game, man. It's Black History. I mean, not my bad. Shoot, I'm still shooting up. Black Restaurant Month. Black
Yes, sir.
Restaurant Month,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Nationwide.
National Black Business Month. Yes, sir.
Black business, not even black restaurants, so black businesses. So just get out and support all black businesses. If you know somebody out there that man know how to fix cars, if you know somebody out there who's selling jewelry, if you know somebody out there who sell oil, barber shops, whatever you do, black business support them, man. Uh, and a message to black businesses, man. Keep it together. You know what I'm saying? Keep it together, man. Don't just lean on being a black business and thinking that's going to ride you out, man. Give the people good product, give the people good customer service, and move like you a regular business, man. You have to level up, man. Don't just have those expectations that people going to be forgiving because you're a black business or whatnot, man. So you got standards to live up to, man. So to put
That,
in the
that
work.
that goes for delivery drivers also. We are running the business, so we need to be on that same page he's talking about. You
Yeah.
know, put out the best service that you can put with
Okay.
products, service, or whatever it is on the demand service. Because we're in the on the demand service. Let's provide that service. Because I'm
Hey,
gonna tell you, you gotta
black.
have those repeated clients. Those repeated clients are the ones gonna keep you afloat. Trust me, I know.
No, man. Black folks, man, they be on your shit, man. Don't have attitudes and all that type of stuff, man. Be on your best, man. Show up and show out, man. That's all I can say. Put your smile on and get this money. You know what I mean? Represent your business well, brother. Because at the end of the day, really nobody cares if you're a black business. They just want good business. So,
There you go, right there. Good business, having good business. We might do that in the next episode too. I'm gonna get ready to get out of here for this evening. It was a pleasure once again collaborate with you. Hopefully, we'll get you on our show too, because I want to also have you over there as well for National Black Business Month. Also, especially with you being put in these brackets, they need to know who you are. They need to recognize who you are. And those that's from the city, they definitely need to stop by Ball Hall Girls. And you
Even
get
if
what you did.
even if you're not in the city, man, come back. You know what I mean?
Check
Make
us out.
make it a point. Well, Mr. Doordash Revolution, it was a pleasure speaking with you, brother. Thank you for joining the channel tonight, man. And we're gonna tune in and get back with it sooner than later, man. We took a little hiatus, we took a little time off, but we coming back, man. We gonna keep you updated, man.
Oh
So
yeah, we got all these events coming up and everything. It's a pleasure being here. We thank you once again for having us on your show and being able to do this collaboration. And it's going to be even greater later. So, ladies and gentlemen, peace. Take care. I'm getting ready to get out of here, brother. I thank you so much, and you have a good one. And we will meet again.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, and there you have it. You know what I mean? That is DoorDash Revolution, man. Checking in and checking out. He always hit us with some real good perspectives from the DoorDash point of view, man, as he is out there doing his thing in the streets, handling business to bring whatever you need directly to your door, man. So shout out to DoorDash Revolution. Go to his page, subscribe. He keeps you updated on some latest restaurants when he goes out and does his thing. He lets you know what's popping in the restaurant game, as well as uh, just valuable information for DoorDashers, man, that you need to know if you stepping in that DoorDash game. He helps to get your sales and stuff like that increased and get your business right, man. Like you say, he'll put you on game, how to get your reviews up there, how to get more, you know, people, clientele and stuff like that, repeat clients and all that type of stuff, man. So it's just good information if you in that type of field. So check them out, man. DoorDash Revolution. And I myself, Mary Bailey, Pitmaster, Ball Hogger Barbecue. We just here. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's been another episode. And it's another week, man. Monday. We're gonna see what's popping this week. It's like I say, it's hot outside. Gonna be 100 degrees. But that don't stop us from getting out there over that grill, man. The real grill, man, don't care what the weather is. Ask anybody. We grilling. It's never too hot and it's never too cold, man. I don't know which is better to grill in, which one I like better. I don't know. Hot or cold, I can grill in 100-degree weather. I can grill in 30-degree weather, man. It's all good. I enjoy it all, man. So, most definitely we're gonna get the business handled. I'm off for the next day. Be back at the shop, ready to do it up, man. And all my people around the world, around the nation, around the country, around the city, around the hood. Tune in, man. Come by, holla at me. Ball Hoggers Barbecue, 1404, man. Award winning. We out of here. Peace.